In the sweltering heat of June 1963, in Winona, Mississippi, a woman named Fannie Lou Hamer stepped off a bus and into a nightmare that would expose the brutal reality of racial violence in America. Fannie Lou was returning from a voter registration workshop in South Carolina. She was 45 years old, a sharecropper who had spent her life picking cotton in the Mississippi Delta. But something had awakened in her soul. She had learned that she had the right to vote, the right to be heard, the right to be free. When the bus stopped at the Winona bus station, Fannie Lou and her fellow activists went inside to use the restroom. This simple act of humanity would cost them dearly. The police arrived and arrested them without cause, dragging them to the Montgomery County Jail. What happened next in that jail cell was unspeakable. The officers forced 2 black prisoners to beat Fannie Lou with a blackjack, a leather-wrapped weapon filled with lead. They threatened these prisoners, telling them they would be beaten themselves if they did not comply. Fannie Lou was ordered to lie face down on a bunk bed. The blows came again and again, raining down on her body with savage force. She tried to protect herself, but other officers held her down. The beating continued until the first prisoner was exhausted. Then a second prisoner was ordered to continue the assault. They beat her until her body was swollen and blue, until her skin was hardened from the internal bleeding, but they could not break her spirit. Fannie Lou suffered permanent kidney damage from that beating. Her body bore the scars for the rest of her life. Yet she emerged from that jail cell more determined than ever. She became one of the most powerful voices in the civil rights movement, challenging the very system that tried to destroy her. Have you heard of Fannie Lou Hamer? She went on to co-found the Mississippi Freedom Democratic Party, challenging the all-white delegation at the 1964 Democratic National Convention. Her testimony before the Credentials Committee was so powerful that President Lyndon Johnson called an emergency press conference to keep it off television. But America heard her anyway. Fannie Lou Hamer refused to be silenced. The woman they tried to beat into submission became a thundering voice for justice, proving that courage cannot be crushed, that dignity cannot be stolen, and that the fight for freedom cannot be stopped by violence. Her story reminds us that Black history is American history, and that we must never forget the price paid for the freedoms we hold today.